Okay, go.
Ha ha! Yeah, nature. Screw you, nature.
Feel the killing clock. The mad dentist is coming. The fire melts us still burning. The fantasy of falling. It wants to tell.
Jeff, what are you doing?
Destroying stuff? Mr. Sather gave me another B+ on my test. I don't even think he reads them.
Dude, it happens to all of us, okay? Yeah, I got a test back today, and there was just minus points on random sections. I mean, I feel for you, but you can't destroy nature over it.
Why not? Nature's stupid.
Alright, it may not be as instantly gratifying as Black Ops, but as Emerson says, it's still, you know, a major part of how humans see pleasure in the world.
What's an Emerson?
I can be anything. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow. A reading rainbow.
Okay, so let's talk about this. Emerson wrote this book called Nature, where he discusses how the beauty found in natural things is relevant and important to us. He splits it up into 3 sections, the first of which he describes as the simple perception of natural forms is a delight.
What are you talking about? I see nature every day. It's not that great.
Well, I know you like climbing. Isn't there a stark contrast between climbing indoors and climbing outside?
Well, I've never been climbing outside. I always just go to the local climbing gym.
Alright, well, think about this. Almost all individual forms are agreeable to the eye, as proven by our endless imitations. What is a plastic hold if not an imitation of an actual rock?
I guess that's true. Still, though, most of the time nature just isn't a part of our everyday lives.
Well, what about, like, a beautiful sunrise, or what everything looks like after a snowfall? Don't these things hold some value to you?
Well, sure, they're nice to look at, but are they absolutely necessary?
Why do you think people go on vacations to beautiful places? Emerson says, nature is medicinal and restores their tone when he's talking about how people do this.
I don't know, man. What about when people go skiing for a vacation? I mean, what's beautiful about a cold, snowy day?
Well, Emerson says it is. He argues, I please myself with observing the graces of the winter scenery, and believe that we are as much touched by it as by the genial influences of summer.
Wow, this Emerson guy actually sounds pretty smart.
And how?
Okay, so I get that nature is beautiful, and that it's important.
Good. Now let's talk about how Emerson's second point in this paragraph. Beauty is the mark of all of God's virtues, and you can find him in all things. This is very important when understanding the presence of nature in all of our everyday lives.
Well, what do you mean?
Have you ever thought about how when something great or heroic happens, it's often associated with the nature around it? The nature and the scenery creates and adds to the deed itself.
That's a really interesting point. I've never thought of it that way before. Okay, so there's just one thing I don't get. Nature has pretty much been phased out of our practical lives. I mean, maybe hundreds of years ago it was important, but with modern technology, it doesn't really matter anymore.
See, that's where you're wrong. Almost all of our everyday items that we use are either inspired directly from nature or made from products that you can find in the natural world.
Oh yeah? Let's hear some examples.
Okay, well, paper is made from trees, and light bulbs are inspired by the sun's natural light. But unfortunately, whenever we make imitations, you always lose some of the depth and complexity in the actual natural form.
Wow, Waldo, I must say, you sure do know your Emerson. Thanks to you, I see the importance of natural beauty. Furthermore, without the beauty that nature provides, humans' lives would be meaningless and mundane.
Now you're getting it.